If only God gave me other children, I'll not be brooding and wallowing in pain and agony because of you. If this is the life you choose for yourself, so be it. Vivian looked out through the window as her mother was lamenting. She was in deep pain, but buried her pain in her rascality. She seemed not to care what anybody says. Her mother is tired of talking. She thought within herself, let me change tactics and see. After a long silence in the room, the mother moves close to her child. See, I love you, but your constant trouble is not giving me rest of mind, my dear. The child in me is not coming to play right now. No. She picks up her bag, which was seated on the chair close to the entrance. Mom, I'm sorry, she mutters and breathes out. When will this lifestyle change? Is she never going to grow up and be a woman like others? For how long will I have to be paying and begging on behalf of this girl? If only you gave me some listening ears when I was turning into this person. Vivian is throwing some pebbles into the little stream flowing through the tree she usually sits at. She became an isolated version of herself since she was accused of stealing her neighbor's money when she was around 6 to 8 years. Mommy Ruby kept her money under the pillow in her house while she went to get vegetables at the backyard garden. It was Bro Clement, the black uncle that stays in the house opposite them, that entered the room while they were playing outside. Vivian tried to explain to her mom, but her mom would not listen. Mommy Ruby flogged the 4 kids she met in the compound on her return. Mommy didn't even listen to her. Instead, she beat her the more. I raised you better than this. Why will you bring disgrace to me? I made sure I left food for you whenever I will be staying late at work. What made you to steal? The words were ringing in her head as she was under the cool breeze. She brought out some roasted granules from her bag and snacked on them. All of a sudden, an unusual thing happened. She heard a child crying not too far from where she is. She was scared at first, but she braced herself up and checked who or where the sound was coming from. The voice stopped. She looked, and to trace where the cry was coming from, it started again. She found a girl crying profusely. The girl is startled, about to run. Vivian was broken at the sight, but remembered nobody is allowed to know she is not the hard girl she portrays. She shouts at the girl. The child cries the more. What is wrong with you? And why are you here all by yourself? Don't you know this place can be dangerous for a child? I want to be eaten by a lion or a baboon. I don't want to go back to that stinking place, the girl yelled. Vivian intimated her in a discussion, and both are broken. After Vivian came to acknowledge that the child is being molested by her relation, and nobody cares to listen to her own side of the story. Everybody blames her mother for not teaching her how to dress well as a girl should. It was an emotional moment for the duo. My mom was crying when I left the house. But why can't she tell them it's not my fault? Is it cause the horrible brother's father is a chief? The girl talks without stopping. Let's go to your mother, Vivian cut in. No, I will not. Vivian drags the girl. Both were in the girl's house, Vivian and the girl's mother. The girl's mother is very angry. Hey, crazy girl, what are you doing with my child? Oh, so you have been the one teaching her bad habits, Abby? The looks on her face says a different thing from what her lips are uttering. Few tears drops from her eyes. The three of them entered the room and shut the door, making sure they are all alone. The girl's mother opened up to Vivian after a warm hug from her little child. The boy's father is my husband's relation. If I talk, they will chase me out of my home. But your child is suffering. Would you rather lose her? Do you know what she's passing through? Both mother and child cried in each other's arms. We will speak up. How can a baby possibly seduce an adult? Vivian said. There is no excuse to this barbaric act. The girl's father forced the door open on them after a long while. It turns out he is hot too, but scared of what people will say and do. I will support you, my dear daughter, if you can help this child find justice. But me and my wife must not speak out. They are high and mighty. Vivian leaves the scene without uttering a word. She heads straight to her house, meets her mother picking beans. Where are you coming from? Which crime did you commit this time around? There was no response from Vivian, but for the first time her mother noticed a slight difference in her looks. She seems a bit broken or kind of down in spirit. Her mother drops the tray of beans she was holding. What happened to you, my baby? Following her into the room, where she is looking for something only she knows. Vivian wanted to react harshly, but she couldn't, seeing how soft her mother is looking. Do you mothers ever put your children first? Mama is surprised at her words. Why bringing innocent children to this world where you cannot be there for them, to defend them when they need you to protect them? It's not right. All you should have done was listen to my own side of the story. If I have never stolen from you before, why will I steal from others? She flogged me like a thief that I was not. You flogged me again and refused to listen to me. All the children and women on the street called me a thief. Why should I just be the one? I was angry. I thought you were influenced by the other children, her mother said. Did you believe me? It was a long discussion. Mama was sorry she didn't listen to Vivian. But it's not too late. Mama, I never smoked as I made you people believe. I was only covering up to show how hard and pained that I was. From then, Vivian agreed she was going to change her ways and go back to school to further her education, which she dropped out from at secondary level. She and Mama went to the Cassis family. Mama spoke to the mother and she understood why she had to defend her child at all costs, since she knows her innocent child is not capable of doing what she is accused of. Mrs. Cassie came out of her fear. They moved to the police station and all the evil relations were summoned and the boy was arrested. It turned out he has more victims, but they were silent, and their parents too began to open up one after the other. The chief never knew what was going on, and the people assumed he knew. Let the law take its full course. I can never be a party to this evil, he said. Vivian's mom is happy she got her child back and is able to be part of the movement to help other girls too. Her message remains: listen to your children, believe in them, stand your ground for them through thick and thin. If you know you didn't raise a thief, don't allow another person to label your child one. Vivian is happy. Her years of agony and pain paid off after all. She strolls to the stream where she usually goes to wash her paints off with her newfound friend. It's a chat zone. They chat as if they are age mates, but life made them to be so, even though they are several years apart. That is the end of the story. Thanks for being part of this story. The moral lesson learned here is straightforward. Listen to your children. They are vulnerable, but your voice can speak for them. Thanks for being part of this channel. Please subscribe, like and share our videos, and stay tuned for our next story. Bye. Catch you.